We now speak to SABC News International Editor Sophie Mokoena. Sophie, good afternoon. A significant ruling. The ICJ actually stopped short of ordering a full ceasefire, among others. But that order that Israel has to halt its offensive in Rafah is nevertheless quite significant. Talk us through it.
Quite significant, particularly at the time where we continue to see Israel Defense Force continuing with bombardment. Just after that announcement, the Israeli force started with the operation in Gaza and particularly in Rafah. And therefore, perhaps this is a signal that Israel is going to defy the order and no compliance.
But then if we had to look at Israel's allies, because in as much as many people are asking what is the likelihood of Israel complying, it seems they might not. But what is the responsibilities that the allies would have, such as America, in continuing to assist with military equipment?
I saw a message on X by one of the the senator in the United States of America, who have been very vocal, even going as far as asking Biden to impose sanctions on the International Criminal Court prosecutor and the officials of the ICC after they requested the court to give a go-ahead in terms of the warrant of arrest for the 3 Hamas leaders and also Benjamin Netanyahu and the Minister of Defense. And that senator saying that almost insulting the court. I can't even use the words. I can't repeat those words, but clearly insulting the court. And now we're waiting to hear the official statement from the Biden's office, and also we are monitoring in Europe what will be the reaction. I think Europe member countries will take a different position. Most of them already have given an indication that they respect and they will comply with the court, and therefore issues of sale of arms will become a talking point, be a talking point, particularly to those countries that have been supplying arms to Israel. In relation to Hamas, Hamas has pointed out that they would have loved to see a situation that this ruling includes the entire Gaza, not only Rafah.
There's also the element of the growing dissent in Israel itself, with the weekly demonstrations that we've been seeing and reporting on, where some of them are demanding that the country reach some sort of a deal to allow for hostages to be freed. Does this not further legitimize their cause, that now there's even an order calling on the military to halt its operation?
I think many people in Israel are going to use this ruling to push Benjamin Netanyahu to agree to ceasefire or to go back to the peace talks in relation to ceasefire. We saw earlier on an announcement that Qatar, the United States of America, Egypt, and of course Hamas and also Israel will resume the talks in relation to ceasefire. So maybe this ruling, much as Israel would want to project a brave face and being defiant, behind the scenes, it will be a different story.
The court also touched on the impeding of independent investigations or investigators into Gaza to investigate the genocide allegations. Can you just share a bit more on this?
Well, you'd recall that South Africa requested that there must be an independent investigating team, particularly led by the UN agencies or committees, to go and investigate the impact of this military operation in Rafah, including Gaza. And therefore, the court has granted South Africa that request. The court saying that there must be a fact-finding mission headed by the United Nations as the world body to go and investigate the impact of this. And that, of course, we are going to see Israel resisting this one, because it will then lead to a situation where those who are responsible, who are giving orders, will be held accountable. Already you have the International Criminal Court saying that they want those who issued orders on both sides to be held accountable.
Sophie, as always, thank you very much for your time. That was SABC News International Editor Sophie Mokoena speaking to us.